Let's be real. Who doesn't want to punch faster? It's like the holy grail of striking. But here's the thing. A lot of the common advice out there is just, well, it's flat out wrong. So in this explainer, we're going to cut right through all that noise and show you what actually works, based on real principles. Let's get into it.
Okay, before we go any further, I want to ask you something. What do you think is the biggest thing holding you back? The #1 killer of punching speed? Seriously, get an answer in your head, because what we're about to reveal might surprise you.
So why do we even care so much about speed? I mean, the benefits are just devastating, really. A faster punch is way harder for your opponent to see coming, which makes it harder to block. And thanks to a little thing called physics, it also hits with a heck of a lot more power. Speed isn't just about being quick, it's a direct force multiplier.
All right, have you got your answer? The #1 thing that kills your punching speed is tension. Yep, specifically, keeping your muscles all tensed up while your fist is traveling to the target. It's kind of like trying to drive a car with the handbrake pulled. You're literally fighting against yourself. And that brings us to the absolute core idea of this whole explainer, the relaxation principle. Now, I know it sounds totally backwards, but the secret to unlocking insane speed isn't about being more tense or trying to muscle it. It's about learning how to relax at exactly the right moment.
So this principle breaks down into 3 simple phases: relax, travel, activate. First, you activate your muscles to launch the punch. Then, and listen up because this is the real game changer, you immediately relax as the fist travels. You let it fly without any resistance. The final activation happens right at the moment of impact and to snap that hand right back. That middle phase, that relaxation, is where all the magic happens. That's where you generate speed.
Here is a fantastic mental trick to help you really feel this. Stop thinking about pushing your arm forward. Instead, imagine you're throwing something, and that something is your fist. Your arm is just the rope or a whip that's flinging it. That mindset just naturally helps you find that mid-punch relaxation we're talking about.
Okay, so we get the principle, right? Relax to go fast. But how do you actually train your body to do it? You can't just think your way to faster punches. That's where the right drills come into play. This is your practical toolkit for building some serious speed.
The source material really highlights 2 main paths. Now, the absolute best option, if you've got the gear for it, is doing resisted punches with resistance bands. But if you don't, no worries. The classic drill of just throwing fast punches with a huge focus on perfect technique is still a fantastic alternative.
And now we get to the question that always comes up. I know you're thinking it. What about holding little dumbbells when I punch? So many people do it, thinking it's a speed drill. But is it really?
Okay, here's the crucial difference. Resisted punches work because the band is pulling against the direction of your punch. It's forcing your body to learn how to be explosive going forward. Weighted punches? Well, they just pull your hands down because of gravity. That doesn't train speed at all. It trains shoulder endurance. Both can be useful, but you got to use the right tool for the job.
Doing the drill itself is pretty simple. Anchor a band, get into your stance, and just focus on throwing every single punch as explosively as you can. Remember that relax, travel, activate rule. You fight the resistance going out, but you also have to control the snapback as the band yanks your hand back to your guard.
And here's your magic number for training. Whether you're using bands or just throwing fast punches, you're aiming for about 10 to 30 really explosive, high-quality reps for each hand. Remember, quality over quantity is everything here. So these speed drills are the foundation, for sure, but we can actually amplify their effect by building the right kind of strength. And I'm not talking about getting huge bodybuilder muscles. I'm talking about developing explosive power that feeds directly into your punch. 2 of the best exercises for this are explosive push-ups, where you push up so hard your hands actually leave the floor, and the explosive bench press. See how they both mimic that explosive pushing motion of a punch?
Now, this is probably the most important part of the strength training. The amount of weight you're using is way less important than your intent. On every single rep, your goal is to move that weight, or your own body, as fast and as explosively as you possibly can. That's what rewires your nervous system for pure speed.
So, we've got the principles and we've got the drills. But honestly, none of it matters if you don't make it a habit. The final and most critical step is to hardwire speed into your muscle memory so that it becomes your default setting. You shouldn't even have to think about it. Let me put it this way. The drills build your potential for speed, but it's your daily training habits that actually unlock that potential. If you do your speed drills for 5 minutes and then go back to throwing lazy, tense punches on the heavy bag for the rest of your workout, you're just canceling out all your hard work.
So how do you build that habit? You have to be intentional about it. Every single time you train, I don't care if it's shadowboxing or hitting the bag, make a conscious effort to throw every punch fast using that relaxation principle. And of course, always prioritize good form because sloppy technique is just another speed killer.
And this quote, this says it all, doesn't it? You don't magically rise to the occasion in a fight. You fall back on your training. So if you have consistently trained to be fast, to be relaxed, to be explosive, well, that's what's going to come out when it really counts.
So there you have it. We've laid out the entire system for you. Understand relaxation, use the right drills, build that explosive strength, and then forge the habit through constant practice. The roadmap is right here. The only question left is, how fast are you gonna get?